Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. I said a little while ago that I would be doing this request. It's Avatar, the original one from 2009. I haven't seen it. Don't forget you can check out the full reaction over on my Patreon, and check out my Letterboxd account for things that I have and haven't seen. Follow me on there and follow the lists that I make. Also feel free to join me with a cup of tea or coffee for just relaxing and watching this film. Just so you know, I have no idea about the backstory of anything to do with Avatar, so I'm very sorry. I'm literally going into this blind. I hope you can forgive me, and I hope you can join me. This being Pandora? It's the first time.
When I was lying there in the VA hospital, with a big hole blown through the middle of my life, I started having these dreams of flying.
So far, it's visually stunning. Oh. Oh. Oh, I have shivers.
They can fix a spinal if you got the money. But not on vet benefits, not in this economy.
People wearing masks. Is this in the future, like Blade Runner style future? I always thought Avatar was set, like now, modern day, in our world.
That have been cloned back into existence.
I'm already very surprised, and I love where it's set.
Told myself I can pass any test a man can pass.
I also want to see how they portray disabled people as well, because my dad and my mum are disabled.
Let's get it straight up front. I don't want your pity.
Oh, no.
Nobody does a damn thing.
Is he gonna... Come on, his name's Sully. Just seen the little name at the bottom of his wheelchair. Come on! Attack the bully.
Was a single thing worth fighting for.
Good man. I don't agree with violence, but I like that despite... Oh. Oh no. Ow! I mean, he does very well for not being able to use his legs and that. He's very, very capable. He's got very good upper body strength.
You Jake Sully?
It's about your brother.
Is his brother dead? Is his twin? His twin brother?
I'd like to talk to you about taking over his contract.
And since your genome is identical to his, you could step into his shoes.
Right, okay. So this is how he gets taken into the Avatar program? But that would be incredible for him, because he's not able to use his legs, and I'm presuming, having seen the trailer, he'd be able to use his legs.
Been in cryo for 5 years, 9 months, and 22 days.
Damn, that's a long cryo time.
Up ahead was Pandora.
Wow. Wait, why are there two planets right next to each other?
Star, go from the orbit moon 2249.
Punching in the burn.
It's gorgeous visually though.
Go, Exopacks on!
Exopacks on, let's
Number
go!
2 very bad on my report.
Wonder what they're doing. Wow, that is a huge machine. Holy... I mean, it gets the job done quicker, but... Unless it's very bad, I'm going to try not to mention any green screen shots.
Back on Earth, these guys were army dogs.
Yeah, mind out.
Look out, Hot Rod!
For this being back in 2009, I'm impressed so far. I'm impressed.
Check this out, man. Meals on Wheels.
Man, that is just wrong.
No, you're wrong for saying what you're saying. He's got every right to be in the program.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
You're in Pandora.
You're on Pandora.
That's it. That's all I know.
Out there beyond that fence, every living thing that crawls, flies, or squats in the mud wants to kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes.
Lovely.
We have an indigenous population of humanoids called the Na'vi. It is my job to keep you alive. I will not succeed.
What?
Not with all of you.
I was going to say. I'm going to kill all of you.
Jake. You're Jake, right?
Hey.
Look just like him.
I know him from Bones, the TV show.
Norm, Avatar driver.
Norm.
Me and Norm are here to drive these remotely controlled bodies called avatars. And they're grown from human DNA mixed with the DNA of the natives.
Right, okay. I, for some reason, assumed... and now I know it's a real world. I, for some reason, assumed that they were pretend, like, in VR or, fake things. And this was his brother's. Must be really weird for him, though. Going into his brother's body, but...
Looks like him.
Looks like you as well.
Looks like you.
Yeah.
This is your avatar now, Jake.
Oh, it moved.
And the concept is that every driver is matched to his own avatar, so that their nervous systems are in tune, which is why they offer me the gig, because I can link with Tommy's avatar.
Because you're so close to... Is he back for the new Avatar?
Who's got my goddamn cigarette?
Sigourney!
Grace Augustine is a legend. She's the head of the Avatar program.
Grace Augustine.
I hear good things about you. How's your not me?
He has not a clue.
Grace, this is Jake Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you are, and I don't need you. I need your brother. You know, the PhD who trained for 3 years for this mission.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's...
I know it's a big inconvenience for everyone.
How much lab training have you had?
I dissected a frog once.
Yeah. That's
it. You see? I mean, they're just on us.
No, but use him or don't use him. Like, you're better off using him. Another man being there is better than one less.
For south departure, hover taxi.
I love the use of like holograms and futuristic things. If it had gone, it would have been a mugshot.
A Marine we can use. Signing him to your team as security escort.
The last thing I need is another trigger-happy moron.
I know why they're worried, though. Like she said about Trigger Happy. They don't know what he's like.
This is why we're here.
A rock.
Unobtainium. Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo.
Unobtainium. That sounds like a very, very made-up thing.
How much link time have you logged?
About 520 hours.
So link time is them being linked to the avatar.
How much have you logged?
Zip. But I read a manual.
Tell me you're joking.
Don't tell her that. I feel like he should have done like a training session or something.
It's going through your head.
Maybe I was sick of doctors telling me what I couldn't do.
It's Doctor Who. And he's now inside that shade.
Can you hear me, Jake?
Oh, that is cool.
Welcome to your new body, Jake.
The CG work is actually really good, especially for the time.
Got it.
They actually do a lot of them.
Okay, good. Just take it nice and slow, Jake. Good. Okay,
They're
we're not
just
trying
very
to
tall.
attack you. That's good.
Are you feeling lightheaded or dizzy at all? Are you wiggling your toes?
Good.
For him, that's the first, presuming the first time in a long time.
That's great, Jake.
Wow.
Hold on now, don't take it easy. Don't get ahead of yourself.
This could go very wrong. You could fall.
Wait.
Jake.
Sit down, Jake.
Careful. He's like, oh my god, I've got a tail.
Yeah. Jake, sit in.
Oh, right. He's just going straight outside.
Jake, excuse me.
Even the other guy's trying to get his feet. He's like, They must be amazing for him, though. I don't know if they did. I think they did it with number one, but they did all the CG work of them acting with bodysuits on and stuff. I've seen a bit of behind the scenes for it. That's Sigourney.
Grace?
Well, who'd you expect, numbnuts? Come on, everybody, quiet down.
Screensaver right there.
Don't play with that, you'll go blind.
That's kind of freaky.
So his hair. Cool. So it's really weird that they're in machines, but they're virtually linked into their avatar character. When they can sleep as avatars? Oh, that's weird. I was going to say, was he meant to do that? But I'm assuming he was.
I fly all the science sorties, and this here's my baby.
Is that Letty from Fast and Furious? Michelle... Is it Michelle Rodriguez?
You guys are packing some heavy gear.
Watch it!
I pulled your record, Corporal.
What happened to his head?
You got some hard kids showing up in this neighborhood.
Figured it's just another hellhole.
That sounds very war. Sounds like another hellhole.
3 tours Nigeria, not a scratch. I come out here, day one. Think I felt like a shaved tail Louis? The Avatar program is a bad joke. Bunch of science majors.
But with science majors, they're not trigger happy. They're not just gonna shoot a gun because they can.
Such a Marine could provide the intel I need right on the ground. I want you to gain their trust, but you report to me.
No.
Hell yeah, sir.
I know he's not really he's not a scientist. He's, you know, he's just been put into this situation because he has to. So he's not got any allegiance to them.
You get me what I need, I'll see to it you get your legs back when you rotate home. Your real legs.
Is he going to get him some...
That sounds real good, sir.
Don't know if that means he's going to get him like robotic legs, or if that means he's going to mentally get his legs back by giving him a proper thing to do. The effects work is incredible on this film.
Like a bow, a dozen cows and some juveniles.
They're cows. They look like dinosaurs.
Stay with the ship.
I mean, it saves them having to try and, you know, green screen in a person into a fake world. So let's stay at the ship. Oh, that colour is gorgeous. Was this film in 3D when it came out? This must have looked gorgeous in 3D. What is that? Monkey?
Prolemurus.
Oh, lemur.
The Omaticaya learned as much about us as they needed to.
Omaticaya. So is the Omaticaya the name?
What happened here?
No, it can't be. That's the Na'vi. So.
Moving north.
Keep up, guys.
Despite me being colorblind, right, the colors are beautiful in this.
From this root to the root of the tree next to it.
Is he bored? It's all very sciencey, and he's not a very scientific person. It's quite dangerous, really, because they're not actually Na'vi. Oh wow, look at that. So yeah, they don't know about the world, or at least he doesn't know. They've been training for 3+ years or whatever. Are they like big flowers? Don't lean in. Don't lean in. That thing is gonna suck you up. No. No. Okay. Like Venus flytraps. Yeah, but when they pop back up, boom, right in front, right in your face. Oh, do that. What is that thing? It's like a rhino mixed with a
Territorial threat display. Do not run, or he'll...
What's that fish? Like that, there's like a shark with a long face. Not just back away slowly. Okay, showing dominance.
That's right.
Behind you. Behind you, Jake. I don't know if you're going to be safe there. Move. Yeah. Now might be the time to shoot your gun. It'd be expensive for them because they'd have to remake an Avatar thing, but is there no way that he could unlink from the Avatar now during a time of crisis? Because technically he can't die, presumably. What have you done? Oh my god. Yeah, what have you done? I know the others have met the Na'vi already, but they seem to have just fired guns at them. Oh. Behind you. What is that thing? Just saying, just be peaceful. Don't fight them, please.
Sorry, Doc. He's just gonna have to hang on till morning.
This is like a mixture between Jurassic Park and Top Gun, and a war film that I can't even think of now. But yeah, in a good way. Don't get me wrong. I'm really enjoying it so far. That is gorgeous. Actually, reminds me of an artwork piece I did many years ago. He is the most unprepared for this. Yeah, I'd run. Are they like hyenas of Pandora, or because they're laughing? It's interesting that I like that they've done all these little slow motion bits. Incredible to see the details instead of just this fast moving object. Okay, she's gonna help. They sound like dogs when they're injured. The wildlife is beautiful. It lights up, and God, that is beautiful. The last time I've seen something like that, and this is going way back, is when I last went to Disneyland. It's gorgeous.
Wait up, I just want to say thanks for killing those things.
Don't say, don't touch her.
Don't thank. You
Oh.
don't thank for this.
Oh, she does understand English.
It's sad. Very sad only.
My fault they attacked me. How am I the bad guy?
Your fault!
His kind came to Pandora.
You're like a baby, making noise, don't know what to do. I save you.
Yeah, why save me?
You have a
Is she
strong heart, but stupid. Ignorant like a child.
She can see something in him. Oh my God, that is... One thing I've got to say though, he has become very accustomed to his legs very quickly. So, and the fact that their feet, the floor lights up when they touch it as well.
Okay, take me with you.
No. Go back.
The other Na'vi wouldn't like him interacting. They are beautiful things. They're like jellyfish, but flying jellyfish in the sky. She's acting like they're dangerous. But...
No!
Why do I feel like they can just sting him all of a sudden?
Seeds of the sacred tree.
Oh.
Very pure spirits.
Oh, that's why she did what she did earlier, because they're spirits, so it's...
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh, wow. Maybe he is... Everything lights up when they touch it. It's brilliant. She's like, maybe he is worthy of meeting the people. It's like walking constantly on one of those, you know, those light up pianos.
My way.
Did James Cameron create a language for this?
What's happening?
Are they taking him prisoner? Yeah, James Cameron's done such a great job with this visually, but to create an entire world, presumably from scratch. I know it is very much like Tribes.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
Oh, don't do that. No, don't step forward.
She is Sakik,
Yeah.
the one who interprets the will of Ewa.
Who's Ewa?
The spirit god, maybe? I don't know.
What
You
are you
look like
called?
us.
Jake Sully.
You look like us, but you're not us.
We have tried to teach other sky people.
It's nice that I know they're doing it. Actually, I'm not entirely sure why they are taking him in, because he is not one of them, so... And they know he's not one of them. But it's lovely that they are. Maybe they're thinking, well, she's friendly with him, so there must be some good that she can see. Oh, don't step on the tails, man. It's just...
I know your name.
Nitiri Tiskahamo Aite.
Naitili.
Nitiri.
Yeah, no, did he? Oh my God. Imagine if that broke. He'll turn over in the middle of the night. Detail is incredible. Oh yeah, that's the point. Yeah, he could have just woken up at any point and come back. Does his body stay there in Na'vi land?
Is the Avatar safe?
Yeah, Doc. And you are not gonna believe where I am.
Let me guess. There's something underneath where they are that they need.
Their damn village happens to be resting on the richest unobtainium deposit.
What if they won't go?
They won't go. It's their land. It's their home.
Killing the indigenous looks bad.
Then don't kill them.
Who's this Ewa?
Who's Ewa? Only their deity, their goddess made up of all living things.
I was right. You gotta think though, when does he sleep? Because so far, from what I can tell, he hasn't slept. the Avatar sleeps. Or goes, you know, hibernates, and he then wakes up. I was going to say, does he connect with the arrow? Well, that is slightly weird. Especially because he's not a real...
The bond. Feel her.
Like a umbilical cord. It's an extension of you.
Say where to go.
Forward.
So it doesn't... Oh, and that's because that's attached, it's going to be difficult.
Every column.
Roger that.
What else can you tell us about the structure?
Yeah, and now he knows.
There's a mobile link up at Site 26 we can work out of. Way up in the mountains.
The Hallelujah Mountains?
It's a place he's always wanted to go.
The legendary floating mountains of Pandora? Heard of them?
Thankfully, Jake is almost like us in this situation. Like, wow, finding out for the first time and all this stuff. So I quite appreciate that he's the audience surrogate. Which is hilarious because the avatars are surrogates for them as well. Oh wow, they float. Wow. That is gorgeous. Imagine if earlier, you know when he fell off and there was a waterfall or something. Imagine if he fell off and it was one of those. That is beautiful. Can they make them a reality, please? It's, you know, physically impossible.
Some kind of maglev effect, because unobtainium is a superconductor.
Oh, it's unobtainium.
Grace didn't miss a thing. She knew I was talking to the Colonel, but I had what she needed.
It's gorgeous. It's like a dragon.
You must choose your own Ikran, and he must choose you.
They're called Ikrans. Oh, wow. Somebody make this a reality in VR or something, a reality, please. It must be really difficult, though, for the actors, because they can't see this world. All they see is a load of wires and dots and stuff.
Nari.
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 So they're called the Nari, not Navi.
Itiri calls me Scown. It means moron.
Yeah, check it out!
Yeah. You haven't got quite mastered it yet.
This isn't just about...
I would have said that bit a minute ago. Yeah, some of the creature CGI, like the black looking thing we saw a minute ago, wasn't amazing.
It took Moad into letting Grace into the village. It's the first time since the school was closed down.
To those pictures, and from what she said earlier, yeah, she was teacher to some of them. God, he's that tired. Bless him. Getting quite close.
You're still losing weight.
I was going to say on the weight thing as well, his legs, are they CG? Or how thin they are? Or did the actor just...
But today I made a kill. And we ate it. At least I know where that meal came from.
Other body. You need to take care of this body.
So if he eats in the Na'vi avatar, he isn't eating in real life?
Trust me, I learned the hard way.
Why? What did she do? Take it she's just taking too much time with them.
Natiri's sister, Sawanan, stopped coming to school. One day, she and a couple of other young hunters came running in. They had set a bulldozer on fire.
They were rebelling.
The troopers pursued them to the school. They killed Sawanan in the doorway, right in front of Natiri, and then shot the others. A scientist stays objective.
Yeah.
We can't be ruled by emotion. They called me Saatnuk. Mother.
Oh.
That kind of pain reaches back through the link.
They were like family to her. So now he's speaking Na'vi.
You're ready.
He's come a long way because he's learnt their way and their language.
We call them banshees. It's the test every young hunter has to pass. But to do that, you gotta go where the banshees are. Hoorah!
Hoorah! Oh, wow. This would be no good if you're afraid of heights. That'd be pretty scary to be up there. It'd be pretty scary. And if you miss that... Oh, God. If I'm ever lost for words, like, it's because I'm thinking, oh, wow, that is, you know, cinematic. It looks great.
Sheikh Ali will go first.
It is your time. Oh, is this how they find one and pair with one?
Now you choose your Ikran.
How will I know if he chooses me?
He will try to kill you.
Oh, right, okay. I was going to be like, you will know.
Outstanding.
Surely they'd all try and kill him on first. And there was the thing about don't look them in the eye. So they'll run away, but if they don't, then it's probably going to be the one for him. Is it him? That's the one. Is he going to do it?
It's the bond!
So bond it so that... Oh. Careful.
Jake!
She could jump on her thing, though, if he falls and go and catch him, presumably. Why do I feel like that thing's going to throw him off? Ah, yeah.
Up and fly straight!
There you go. That's all you got to do. Fly straight. Because he was flying before, but he didn't say to fly straight, did he? This soundtrack as well is beautiful. It is very reminiscent of, like I said about the film reminded me of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, baby, I got this!
Don't be too cocky now. Yeah. Oh, look at that background as well. He practically is a Na'vi now. Oh, that's gorgeous. What is that place? What did that used to be?
The Tree of Souls.
Oh.
Their most sacred place.
I still wouldn't call those things cows. They're like cows, probably, but... Did he get it? Oh, he got it. Damn, good shot.
I was a stone-cold aerial hunter. Only problem is, you're not the only one.
Oh, are there things coming for him? I never thought that there might be, you know, a hierarchy of things after them. Now, are they after the things that they're on, or are they after them? Their teeth, they're, I noticed it earlier as well. I didn't really think much of it, but their teeth are very similar to fangs.
Our guys call it a greatly Anopteryx.
It is Toruk, last shadow.
Toruk, last shadow.
My grandfather's grandfather was Toruk Makto, writer of Last Shadow. Toruk chose it has only happened 5 times since the time of the first song.
So let me guess, Jake's gonna ride it. He will be one, like the one.
Everything is backwards now. Like out there is the true world.
Yeah.
And in here is the dream.
Yeah, because he's trapped in that world. Do you think maybe they had that last shot in there with him putting the cream on? Because they shot this with no beard. And then they went, damn, how do we explain the whole no beard thing? Looks weird.
Well, I see it's time to terminate the mission.
He was a lot younger without a beard.
You give me good, usable intel.
Also, why does Jake's hair... I'm analysing this way too much, but why does Jake's hair look like a wig? Was he filming something else at this specific time? It's only this one scene that it looks like a wig, though. Maybe it would explain the whole no beard, no hair thing. Maybe he was playing a different role where he didn't need it.
It's when you earn your place among the people. Forever.
Wow.
Luyo.
I've got chills. Bit of the Titanic theme in there, I think, somewhere. What are you doing, James? It's beautiful. This is their sacred place that they were looking at earlier, I think. Hence the prayers to be answered.
The Tree of Voices.
Yeah, this is the place, the Tree of Voices. What's it going to think to him? Because he's not really...
I can hear them.
They live, Sheikh. Within Awa.
They live on through the tree.
And you may choose a woman.
Choose you, I think.
But I don't want Nanette.
I want Nadidi.
I've already chosen. But this woman must also choose me.
She already has.
Ah, she does like him back. Despite them being blue and everything, the work on making this all look so realistic, like the movements and the details. Is this how they mate?
We are mated for life.
He's not. He's a human though.
What the hell are you doing, Jake?
Yeah, is he only just thinking this now? Yeah, that was quite an intimate scene. If you think about it, they're fully going at it. Oh no, is that the bulldozers? No, what are they doing?
You gotta eat something.
Oh god, he's asleep. Oh my god. Come on, get in. Just get in the body. No, get in. Oh my god. Come on. I mean, it won't harm him, but he's going to wake up just in time, isn't he? Imagine if he goes in and then he dies straight away. Or...
Wake up! Jake! Wake up!
He's blocking my blade.
Well, keep going, he'll move.
No.
We'll learn that we don't stop. Come on, go.
Arse. Absolute... I'm refraining from swearing. Oh yeah, although he is now breaking property, so... No, don't shoot. It's Jake. They don't know that, but it's Jake. He's going rogue. No. Was that the tree of life that they absolutely destroyed? That thing that I just saw? The blossomy looking tree.
Freeze it, right? There. Scale up. Enhance.
You don't need to enhance it. I mean, that picture was pretty clear as it was anyway.
Get me a pilot.
You've just destroyed their home. What do you expect? Now they're just going to go full on war now. Damn, she's right in the middle of it.
Come see it now.
You do not speak here.
Oh, I don't feel like you're going to be very welcome.
You!
A Marine. It's one of yours.
You mated with this woman?
Oh.
It's true. We are mated before Ewa.
Oh, damn.
Do not attack the Sky people. Many Omaticaya will die if you do.
You are not my brother, and I am not your enemy!
Surely Jake can do something to try and stop these people, though. Oh, God, and they're coming after them.
I am one of you, and I have the right to speak.
Nah, you're not really one of them, though, are you? He has proved himself, though. With the second film, though, I can't see how they're gonna... If they've resolved all of this, I can't see how they... Are they just pulling him out? Oh.
Look, I was sent here to...
Great. No.
You out of your goddamn mind?
Hell, yeah.
Parker, there is time to salvage the situation. Parker,
Shut your pie hole.
Don't you speak to her.
Or what? Ranger Rick.
Ranger Rick.
Those trees were sacred to the Omaticaya in a way you can't imagine.
It was. I can't believe that was the one place they targeted.
It's more connections than the human brain.
Yeah, they're all connected together.
They can upload and download data.
He doesn't care about that. He doesn't even care, look.
What the hell have you people been smoking out there?
There's nothing that we have that they want. Everything they sent me out here to do is a waste of time.
Yeah, they're not going to give up, but that's because it's their land. It's their home. It's their history.
They're never going to leave Home Tree.
Oh my god. They have literally destroyed everything.
I'll drive them out with gas. It'll be humane. More or less.
And none of it is humane.
Alright, let's pull the trigger.
I know you're meant to hate them, but I hate them.
You have to leave, or you're gonna die.
You knew this would happen?
No, he didn't know that specific thing was going to happen.
I trusted you!
Trust me now, please.
Guys like you not be your happy. You will never be one of the people!
Try to stop
not
Terry, please, please.
My turn!
Whoever plays the girl Navi, she's a very good actress. Oh, God.
They're coming!
I mean, they can't really kill them, can they? Because if they do kill them, they're not really dead. They're still in their bodies.
That is one big damn tree.
Don't you destroy that tree.
Roger. CS-40 going hot.
No, they're not.
Firing.
They're not shooting the tree. The reason it's so rich full of nutrients and that is because there's a tree there, probably. Arrows aren't really going to do it, though, are they? Unless it hits the fuel tank. How dare absolutely destroy. Come on, set him free, set him free. But he has betrayed her, so I understand that. Oh, is she gonna? Or is she coming to kill them? Alright, she's gonna set him free.
Bring it down.
They've not really got anything they can do, apart from using those air creatures.
I didn't sign up for this.
Look at their home. That was one of the... Yeah, they're not going to have anywhere to... Because that is a huge tree. If that falls, they have nowhere to go. Yeah, fly. Can they not fly on them things? Or... Oh my god. That was home for thousands of years, if not probably millions of years. They don't care about them, they just care about the minerals and the money to be made from it. Somebody, please, just shoot them out of the air. Or launch an attack on their base or whatever. Is that her dad? Is he passing her down the arrow and bow?
Get away! Get away from here!
Pull the plug.
No! Oh, good one. No!
I was a warrior who dreamed he could bring peace. Sooner or later, though, you always have to wake up.
Doesn't look too with it, to be fair. I know he's only just woken up at 2. I mean, he looks... He's lost, I suppose. Lost. The grading on that scene was really good as well. I like that they've even carried her. I know that I don't think they've carried Jake's body, but it's nice that they've carried at least the teacher's body. They've actually locked him up. Huh.
What's going on, brother? Long time no see.
It's good that she's coming to drop some stuff off.
Big steak.
Is she gonna punch him? Or yep. Bye-bye.
Trudy.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Max!
There's more. F yeah.
Trudy, fire up the ship.
Oh, are they gonna meet the Na'vi for the first time as themselves?
Clear.
When they find out.
Oh, sir, I got a situation here.
One of the ships is starting up. Oh my god.
It's Samson 1-6, unauthorized engine start.
Amazing the bullets didn't actually stop it, though.
Everybody all right back there?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
This is gonna ruin my whole day.
That line. It's gonna ruin my whole day.
Trauma kit! Trauma kit! Keep the pressure on, Grace.
Trauma kit's forward on the bulkhead.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Good to go.
I thought she was back in the new one, so I'm hoping that they must have, saved her.
Strongest at the Tree of Souls, right?
Yeah.
Good, 'cause that's where we're going. The people can help you. I know it.
Why would they help us?
AWA will provide.
Yeah, this is the tree I thought they knocked down.
There was only one place they could go.
I mean, that is going to absolutely ruin their wildlife.
What's the plan here, Jake?
There's no plan.
was to say, where is he? Is he still in the... Because they didn't take him with them.
Outcast. Betrayer. I was in the place the eye does not see.
That music is haunting. You can see the tree being lit up slightly. It's the tree dying, and you can feel pain.
Taruk is the baddest cat in the sky. Nothing attacks him.
Is he going to try and... Is he done it? Oh, they are going to find that magical. Oh god, they're going to see it and think... Inca's attacking him at first. Until you see Jake. And now they're probably going to think, you know, he's come to attack them anyway. How did he just tame it like that, though? That's the thing. Maybe it tames itself to the Na'vi once they're paired. Then. It's what it seems like it has been throughout the rest of. He's now like a god figure, I suppose, because he's been able to ride it and tame it. Because it was her father, wasn't it? No, was it? No, not her father. Who was it? Her grandfather or something that last rode it and was able to.
I see you.
If he wasn't a human, they would make great king and queen for the place.
For my people.
Alexi, Ometakayaru. I can't do this without you.
Is he going to accept him?
I will fly with you.
He does.
Grace is dying. I beg thy help, Abewa.
Wow. They really are one with the...
Look where we are, Grace.
With everything. It's such a strange shot to see.
I need to take some samples.
The Great Mother may choose to save all that she is in this body.
Oh. So it's not going to save her...
Is that possible?
She must pass through the Eye of Ewa and return.
So she's not going to stay as a human. It shows you just the size of the human body in comparison to the Na'vi. Look at that. There. It's like the Matrix. It worked. Did it work? Did it work? Oh my god.
I'm with her, Drake.
With...
She's real.
Grace.
With that Awa or...
Grace.
She's transferring into the other body. Presumably.
Grace. Grace.
I hope she goes into the other body. Doesn't look like it though. Because it's all gone dark.
Did it work?
Her wounds were too great. It was not enough time. She is with Ewa now.
Oh god. I thought she came back. Can he not summon the energy of the forest or something?
With your permission, I will speak now. You would honor me by translating.
The Sky people have sent us a message. Well, we will send them a message. You ride out as fast as the wind can carry you. You tell the other clans to come. My brothers, sisters, and we will show the Sky people that they cannot take whatever they want, and that this is our land.
I was just about to say, this is our land. I'm glad he's helping the Na'vi. Oh wow, look at that. It's beautiful.
Rode out to the four winds. To the horse clans of the plain. To the Ikran people of the Eastern Sea.
Wow, look at that. It's powerful, powerful sight.
Every one of you is fighting for survival.
I did like the juxtaposition between the last, where you see the Na'vi and then him on either side. That's good.
We will blast a crater in their racial memory so deep that they won't come within 1,000 clicks of this place ever again.
I really do not like them. Oh, they really are. It's going to explode it.
We know these mountains. We fly them. You fly them. They don't. Their instruments won't work up here.
If they can go from above, would that not work?
They get to the Tree of Souls, it's over.
I guess we better stop them.
How are they going to do that?
Probably just talking to a tree right. I need to give you a heads up. If Grace is with you, see the world we come from. They killed their mother, and they're gonna do the same here, unless we stop them.
It's trying to get the spirits on their side.
I will stand and fight.
Our great mother does not take sides, Jake.
But it might help for it to know that they are going to try and do as much as they possibly can. Also, I love the juxtaposition in colours as well.
This is Group Leader. We're entering the flux vortex.
Are they going from above? Are they going from even higher than them? I don't know how they're going to be able to beat them with a bunch of dragon-type creatures and arrows. Somehow I think they're in for a world of pain themselves. If those other things are that small in comparison, then that ship is massive.
Make no mistake, people. They're out there.
Yep.
Insight, range 4 clicks.
I mean, I wouldn't have even let them that close, because they could just drop the bomb and it would do some damage. Oh my god. No, stop them! Stop them! Stop them! Why haven't they intercepted before now, though?
We got movement out there, 500 meters.
Element of surprise. Oh, there's so many of them. And this is only the floor. There's loads in the air. And on the mountainside as well. How in God's earth are they going to attack metal machines? Oh, they're that much bigger than them. That I did not know. Ah, yeah.
All aircraft, weapons free, weapons free.
It's ruining their lands, but at the same time, it's also saving their land as well. Let's try on top of it, please. Yeah. They are also very close to the sacred location. Uh-oh.
That's him. Get after him.
Is that what's her name? Yes! Ow! Ah. Oh, it's just oops. No! Eject, 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 eject. Oh no! Careful, careful, careful. Oh no. Oh god. Absolutely annihilating it. Yes! No! That was the guy that was now their king, wasn't it? No! This film is absolute carnage.
Rogue One, you copy? Trudy!
I keep forgetting that obviously the people that are in the Na'vi bodies, the humans that are in the Na'vi bodies, aren't really gonna die.
Do not attack! Fall back now! Get out of there!
No, 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 don't attack. She wants to attack because it's her homeland. To defend.
Hattori!
Don't attack. Oh, there's loads of them coming. Are they those big things? Yes, they are! They're not controlled by anybody though, are they? They're not linked to anybody. Yes!
Ewa has heard you.
He was able to fight him back. Oh my god.
Ewa has heard you!
I am getting so emotional at this film. Oh. No, 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 no. Is she gonna jump on? Wow. They were one of their enemies as well, weren't they?
Stand by to drop.
No, 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 no. Oh, what are you doing? Just stop. Yes.
Run, run, run!
No, 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 no. What are they going to do? How are they going to stop it? Was I right? They're just going to blow it up there and then and there. But if he does that, it's still going to... Oh, it's deflecting it. Right in on itself. As long as it doesn't hit the sacred land, that's fine. Please get them. Please get them.
It's Sully.
No. Yes. One of them's stuck. Oh, no. And say, get Jake off the... They could still fire missiles onto their land. I was going to say he's not going to sacrifice himself, but he's not. He's in number 2. No! Yes, it did it anyway. I hope Jake's okay. I hope he's not going to... I thought he was going to try and land the ship right on the sacred area, just to spite them. Didn't blow up soon enough. Boom! Please tell me. Oh, it didn't. I thought it was going to land right on him. Oh no, that's where they are. Yeah. Just smash that window and he's gone for. Oh yeah, 'cause she's linked with him, so she'll feel the pain as well, maybe. Don't like that he keeps getting his way. No!
Give it up, March!
Thank God.
It's all over.
Nothing's over while I'm breathing.
I kind of hoped you'd say that.
Stop your breathing then. Please put that thing straight through that glass. Come on, Jake. Yes! And then boom, straight onto the knife, I hope.
Time to wake up.
No. Oh! Is if they transfer him into the Na'vi's body. Like, if he does somehow die in this. No. No. Go back. Yes! Come on, Nadiri. Now back. I'm so glad. So glad he's dead. I hope he's going to be okay. Oh no. And he's not going to be able to survive without a helmet thing. Oh God.
Jake.
Shout to her. Oh no.
Jake.
No. The mask.
My Jake.
Oh. Oh, he's okay, thank God. The first time she's seen was a human, I think. He's a lot smaller than she is.
I see you.
She sees him.
I see you.
I see you, brother.
Wait, how was that Jake? How is Jake back in his body?
You cannot lead the people. You must lead them.
The machine was broken, wasn't it? I'm confused. Did he put the mask on inside the machine, maybe?
I will not kill you. It is the way.
Oh. I thought maybe it was going to be that Jake was going to have died.
The aliens went back to their dying world. Only a few were chosen to stay.
Oh, so he's now calling them the aliens.
The time of great sorrow was ending.
It's beautiful.
I'm not going to be coming back to this place.
Hoping that Awa can maybe transfer him into the Na'vi body.
Well, I guess I better go. I don't want to be late for my own party.
They are, aren't they? Are they doing that?
It's my birthday after all.
His birthday.
This is Jake Sully signing off.
Yes! He's becoming one of them. Officially. It makes much more sense for him to be a Na'vi. I felt like he was one of them from the beginning anyway, though. Because even the spirits accepted him. You know, those little things. Yes! James Cameron. That was brilliant. So, damn, that was beautiful. That was so much more just gorgeous and story deep than I thought it was going to be. So many people told me that Avatar was amazing and I need to go and check it out, and I just wasn't entirely sure. I just wish I'd seen it when it came out. Really enjoyed it. It's not something I would naturally go and see because it's like a fantasy thing, and I like fantasy, but I don't automatically just get drawn to go and see this kind of fantasy. Superbly written. There were lines in there that were so beautifully poetic, and the lore behind the like Awa and the Na'vi themselves, their back history, and being able to hear the voices in the sacred trees, the CGI, and the scenery, the Na'vi themselves, just well done. The creatures were very well done. There was only one creature I thought that the CGI was a little bit off with, and that was the black creature. I don't know the name. I think it must have been like an adult version of the hyena type things that we saw earlier in the film. But that was the only one point I would say in there, other than a couple of dodgy green screen effects that I would say kind of affected the quality of the film. Other than that, beautiful. Didn't like the enemy at all, but obviously that was the whole point. The human characters, the majority of the human characters I just didn't like, but a lot of them were arses. They were meant to be arses on purpose to make you not like them and make you like the Na'vi more. Thank you very much to my friend Charlie for recommending that to me. Despite only having seen it now, I actually have a previous bit of background of this film. So way back in college, I did a little fan film, not myself, it was a group of us, and I had no idea. I hadn't seen anything other than the trailer to Avatar, and the only reason I watched the trailer was because we were doing this project, and the project was, and I don't even think it was anything to do with the college, I think it was just for an Empire film competition, and it was to come up with a film in 60 seconds, do a trailer or do a film in 60 seconds. We decided to do Avatar, and having never seen Avatar, I had no idea what I was in for. I played Jake. Yeah, I was the one who played Jake, and I had no idea what the film was about. I had no idea who Jake was. I had no idea what the Na'vi were or Pandora, but the only words that I knew were Jake, Pandora, and Na'vi. You're seeing some of the footage here at the moment. The file itself has really dodgy audio because it's so old. This was back in 2010. It's been a fair long time since then, and you can see how I've changed. And I've now got grey hair. Yeah, absolutely loved it. And I seem to have kept the same grey t-shirt as back then as well, because I was wearing a grey t-shirt. When we planned for the project itself, all they told me to come in wasn't, having had no idea, they said, okay, 3 things you need to do before you come for the day. Watch the trailer, bring a grey t-shirt, and bring a blue t-shirt, the blue one obviously for when I was made up in the makeup. And here is a little segment, by the way, of me actually in makeup. This is after the day. Yes, I came back on the bus in the makeup. I looked so much younger then. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We came up with the ideas. We did a little bit, not really of a storyboard, but it's kind of the ideas of what we wanted to do. Hiding behind a tree and throwing little puns and funny bits in there, that like a Titanic reference because it was James Cameron. We did the look Jack, I'm flying. An enjoyable day doing this little project of a pretend Avatar in 60 seconds. Right, before we get into the trivia, guys, I'm going to be watching the trailer for Avatar 2 just to see kind of where things go and how they can expand on this story as is. Now, there are in fact 2 trailers, so I'm going to be checking out both in this. It does look incredible at the moment. Wow, the detail has massively improved on that bit. Ah, she's pregnant.
Dad.
You can see
I know you think I'm crazy.
Those big rocks.
So is that Jake now?
But I feel her.
And he's a dad.
I hear her heartbeat. She's so close.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
When they said I can hear a heartbeat, do they mean Awa?
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see you.
It's crazy because it looks so realistic, but like a game at the same time.
The way of water connects all things. Before your birth and after your death.
This is our home!
I need you
So,
with me. And I need you to be strong.
because the CGI is slightly different, I'm trying to figure out who's...
Strongheart.
I'm trying to figure out who's who. I know he's Jake, and is that... What's her name? Is that his daughter, though? Or is that... Yeah, that looks incredible. One thing I was getting from the trailer when they said about I can feel her, I thought it was Awa, but I don't think it is their sort of god spirit type thing. I wondered, is it Neytiri? Did she die in Avatar 2? Now I'm actually going to see it on Friday, so I'll let you guys know my thoughts. I'm going to do a review. From what I could see, I might be wrong in not seeing her in this, but it didn't look like Neytiri was in it much at all. The only thing is, it does actually state that Zoe Saldana is back in it as Neytiri, so she must be in it somewhere. The CGI looks incredible on it though. Was it looking so photorealistic? What I did like about the trailer though is it doesn't seem to spoil the film. It doesn't give you too much, which is great. Now I may miss some things. I am a bit under the weather today, so my brain isn't firing on all cylinders, so apologies if I do. Right, let's watch trailer 2 now. Again.
Why do you come to us?
Graphics on this look amazing.
I want to keep my family safe.
And the Tiri's there.
Treat
and
them
that's...
as our brothers and sisters.
So they're
Teach them our
another...
ways. Keep up, Forest boy!
So are they like another...
You have to ride.
Let's do it.
Just breathe.
So realistic.
Breathe.
So the film's going to be about them like learning to breathe underwater and deal with water itself. And
I see you.
So is that his son or something? Or
I'm a warrior like you. I'm supposed to fight. Protect the people. Let's get it done.
wait, the guy with the really short hair, is that the same? I'll tell you in a sec.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh, they've got a...
Experience it in 3D. Only in theaters, December 16th. Tickets on sale now.
Nice. They even had a voiceover there for a trailer, which is the first I've heard in a long time, so it's great to hear a little voiceover. Now, one thing I noticed in there was a guy with short hair, and I wondered, because he kind of looks like, you know, the army boss that we saw in number 1. I've forgotten his name now, the sort of general guy. And the one he was teaming up with, that guy. I wondered if that was him, now in an Avatar body. Again, it's difficult to tell by trailers, and it looks like this one's going to be more centered around Jake and his Na'vi family. And from what I could see, you did see Neytiri in there a little bit, but not too much. So I do wonder if she has died in number 2. Very excited to see it. I'm going to be seeing it in 3D IMAX, so that'll be interesting visually to check out, having not seen number 1 in 3D IMAX or in cinemas at all. Now quickly looking on IMDb, I noticed that in the trailer it did show what looks like 2 races of Na'vi. I don't know if it is, so I'm just looking on IMDb now to see if there's any other information about the film. All it gives me is a storyline. Jake Sully lives with his newfound family formed on the extrasolar moon Pandora. Once a familiar threat returns to finish what was previously started, so it probably is that guy, the army guy I was talking about. Jake must work with Neytiri and the army of Na'vi race to protect their home. Now after a quick search on Google, it does seem that there are 2 different races of the species Na'vi in the trailer, but it says as well as the blue-skinned Omaticaya and the various other similar tribes we met in movie 1, there are the greener-tinged Metkayana clan, an ocean-dwelling race who have thicker, fin-like forearms and paddle-like tails that are perfect for swimming. Now for someone like me who is colorblind, it is really nice that there are other differentiating factors about them, not just the color of their skin, but it is in fact the things like the fin-like forearms and paddle-like tails as well, because sometimes it is difficult to tell the difference between the two. The easiest way I'm going to be able to tell is seeing the film itself and then giving my kind of review on it and let you know guys what I think. Also, I completely passed over this in the trailer, which is slightly annoying because I remember someone mentioning that Sigourney Weaver was back in Avatar 2, and it confused me after seeing Avatar 1, because obviously at the end of Avatar 1, and if you don't want spoilers, then either skip this bit or just close your ears, Sigourney Weaver's character dies. So it's interesting to see that they've brought her back. She is in fact playing a different character called Kiri this time instead of Dr. Grace Augustine, but it's still interesting that they decided to bring her back. So maybe she's just a reincarnation, because they do, you know, go over the whole spirits and hearing voices through the trees and that anyway. Again, that's just going on what I've seen. Also, it does appear that Stephen Lang is back as Quaritch. A nice little addition to the cast though is that Kate Winslet joins as Ronal, and wonderfully Joel David Moore does actually return as Norm, which I'm so excited about. I loved his character in the first one, and I'm just really glad he's been brought back for this. He's just a great guy anyway. So yeah, that's what I think to Avatar 2, or The Way of Water. Let me know in the comments below, and are you going to see the film yourself? And if so, are you going to go see it in 3D IMAX, or are you going to see it normally in 2D? Let me know down below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching along with me. I'm going to go into some trivia very quickly with this, so we can kind of, you know, dive a little bit more deeper into some of the way they've done the effects, or the way the film was made, and any details upon James Cameron and the filming, and maybe some details about number 2 as well. Wow, there you go. So remember I was saying about the Na'vi language and how they created it. I didn't know if it was maybe tribal of some sort, but apparently the Na'vi language was created entirely from scratch by linguist Dr. Paul R. Frommer. James Cameron hired him to construct a language that would be easy for actors to pronounce, but would not resemble any human language. Frommer created about 1,000 words. There are Na'vi translators online where you can type in things and it will come out as Na'vi. Like hello is srung or shrung. This movie took 4 years to make. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it didn't take longer to make. That was from pre-production to release itself. James Cameron originally planned to have the film completed for release in 1999. This is the thing that I read before. At the time, the special effects he wanted increased the budget to $400 million. No studio would fund the film, and it was shelved for 8 years. Funny enough, me talking about Jurassic Park, most of the animal noises heard in the movie are recycled dinosaur noises from Jurassic Park in 1993, notably the T-Rex and the Raptors. That is so cool that they've had that little link there. Wow. Sam Worthington, who is an Australian, said in an interview that it was easier for him to master the Na'vi language than the American accent. No, the cigarettes that Sigourney Weaver's character smokes are computer generated out of everything in the film. I did not realise that the cigarettes were fake. Wow. Jake's atrophied legs were prosthetics cast from the legs of a real paraplegic. Sam Worthington's real legs were tucked into the wheelchair and digitally removed in post-production. Oh my god, how did they do it then when he transferred into the chair? Did he have like his legs blue screened, green screened? Oh wow, Neytiri was done by Zoe Saldana. Damn, she is such a good actress for physically being in the, you know, the CGI suit they've got to wear and everything. It's so well acted because she has to act through the dots and lines and everything, and through the, you know, the face of an avatar creature. Some CGI scenes took an average of 47 hours to render. Holy mother of God. Then again, I've heard about the Transformers scenes taking like ridiculous time to edit. Was it months to edit some of them or something? It's not to edit, to render some of them or something. I'm sure I read about that. Any scene with Zoe Saldana was done 100% physically, facially and vocally all at the same time. And it took a year to capture and transfer all of that to Neytiri. Just gorgeously done. James Cameron conceptualized Avatar after watching Disney's animated film Pocahontas in 1995. He initially wanted, I'm probably going to absolutely demolish this name, Q'orianka Kilcher to play Neytiri after seeing her play Pocahontas in The New World in 2005. I can see that. I've not seen the film, but I've seen pictures of it, and yeah, I can see that. The whooping and cackling sounds made by the wolf-like predators on Pandora are actually real spotted hyena calls. So I was kind of correct, because I said that they reminded me of hyenas. Well, the sound was hyenas, but they were wolf-like predators. Just call them hyenas. I mean, Sigourney's character called the other things cows at one point. According to this, in the film's original ending, Neytiri was going to be pregnant with Jake's child at the end. This is one thing I'm still slightly confused with. In the film, we see Jake wake up from being an avatar, and I know you know exactly the part I'm on about. We see Jake near the end wake up as an avatar, and she puts the mask on him for him. Literally the next scene, the next shot, we see the other guy dying, and then Jake rocks up as a Na'vi avatar. Did she put him back into the machine at that point? It felt like she hadn't, because he was so worn out and damaged and stuff. So was that meant to be then? Because the other machine was so damaged, like the building was so damaged where Jake originally was, did he go back into that machine? I feel like that bit wasn't made too clear, but I know these things can kind of get lost in edit. Maybe there was a scene in the middle that they decided to just cut, and it's now on the cutting room floor. Number one, fantastic. It shows the point of view from a human, seeing who the Na'vi is at the beginning, and it almost then switches itself around by the end of it, and he's a Na'vi looking at how bad the humans are. And it does pull you round to thinking that way as well. Like, it does show you, look, as a human, you are killing this place. Whereas at the beginning of the film, it seems like, and they make you believe that the Na'vi are these horrible, cruel, dangerous, killing animals. So it's interesting the way they flipped things. The Na'vi were actually partially inspired by a dream that James Cameron's mother had about a tall blue woman. The idea of humans landing on an alien planet with a toxic atmosphere which necessitates breathing masks was an unused element from an original story Cameron had once written called Mother. The rest of the story had been used as the basis for the screenplay Aliens. Grace's avatar was the most difficult to realise. Sigourney Weaver's face wasn't a natural mesh. This isn't the bit I'm laughing at, it's the bit later, but this gives context. It wasn't a natural mesh with the features of a Na'vi. Her narrow, patrician nose did not translate well to the distinctive leonine Na'vi nose. Moreover, Grace's avatar was to have been created 18 years in the past, so her avatar had to appear as an 18 years younger version of Grace/Sigourney. So artists at Stan Winston Studio brought pictures of Sigourney Weaver from Alien from 1979 into ZBrush and used them to sculpt her avatar. Well, it's fantastic. The job they did is fantastic. Would never have noticed that they had that issue in the first place. It looks like her. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, it's Sigourney Weaver's character. Oh, do you know one thing I did not notice is the Na'vi people only have 4 fingers on each hand, while the avatars that the humans are in have 5 fingers. There's also another sound effect that is taken from Jurassic Park Creatures as well. During Jake's run from the panther-like Thanator, it roars at him using a T-Rex roar. Later when Jake is learning to ride the horse-like creature Pale, she's making a barking noise like that of the velociraptors in the kitchen scene. That's what we already knew though, that bit. Okay, talking about the years that this film took place, the film takes place from 2148 to 2154. I did read one of them in there, but yes, it takes place across that entire time period. Well guys, that's been us watching Avatar from 2009. Thank you so much for joining me. I am planning, when I go to see Avatar 2, to do a movie review for Avatar 2. If you guys would like to see it, then let me know. And if you'd like to see the full reaction to me watching Avatar, that you can kind of watch along with me and, you know, sync them up, go and check out my Patreon page, and they're all on there from all the previous films and shows that I have watched. There's also an MP3 download of my commentary as well, so that you can sync up. If you don't want to see my face, you can just hear my voice instead. Also, if you did like this video, then please feel free, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more things like this. Keep being amazing. Check out my letterbox as well if you want to check out films that I haven't seen, and request films if you like down in the comments as well, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I love you so much. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.